in the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. This is spiritual war. Yeah, I'm ducking all the witches in the whores, demons trying to trap you with semen, their eyes gleaming. You better spit it out like Willie Beeman. Came back with vengeance. Yeah, you can hear the sound from my engine. Back to the business. I've been trying to eat healthy and I'm working on my fitness. Eased up with the tension, fulfilling my vision.
Peace, blessings. Coming back with another spiritual message. It's been a minute since I did one, but you know, we gonna hop right into this topic right here, and hopefully it won't come out too long. I'm not expecting it to be too long. Let me get straight to the point. So the name of this video is People Will Use You as Reassurance and Insurance. People will use you as reassurance and insurance. And of course, with reassurance, that's to take away somebody's fears or something, or about themselves or something. And assurance, we know you could have car insurance, insurance on your phone, something you buy, just in case if something happens. It's protection for it. So, what I mean by reassurance in this case is that when you're a person that's very giving, a person that has good energy, a person that's has something about themselves, a very fair person, a very upfront person, and know how to treat people equally and know how to listen to people and stuff like that, a lot of times you can attract people that will misuse that quality about you. And instead of appreciating it and genuinely using it or accepting it and giving you that same energy back when you need that in certain cases. So what I mean is that, we're in a world now where, people will, talk to you and, instead of just genuinely talking to you like, hey, how you doing? How you been? How's your family? How's life? How's things going? Just talking about regular things and, stuff outside of life, different topics, metaphysical stuff, spiritual stuff, just things that you're into, or just the world in general. Instead of that, and people just saying, you know what, I'm glad that you're good, I'm glad that everything is going good, or if it's not, I'm always here for you. Don't hesitate to reach out to me when you need to talk or get some things off your chest. Instead, you have people that need reassurance because something is not going good in their life, or they don't feel they don't feel they're where they need to be at in life. So they'll come to you and ask questions like it's a questionnaire, like, what you up to, or what you got planned. And if you tell them that, oh, well, how do you figure you're going to go about that, and things like that. And a lot of times it's not really coming from a genuine place, because it's coming from a nosy place, because they need reassurance to be like, oh, that person ain't got nothing going on, or they ain't got nothing going on more than me, or they say they doing something, they just ain't tell me what they doing, but they just saying that because they really ain't got nothing going on. And a lot of times people start judging you off that. They start coming with all type of accusations in their mind, and that's the one quality that I really dislike with people when they do that to people, when they do it to me, or I see them do it to others, because everybody doesn't have to tell you everything that they got going on, or they don't have to tell you every move, or just because you don't understand the way they're going about something, that doesn't mean that you come with your little judgment just because you feel whatever you're doing is not exactly where it needs to be. So you have to compare and need reassurance to make sure that, oh, I got something going on more than this person, or I'm ahead of this person, or they ain't got nothing going on, I'm good, People do that, and that's the part where they get the reassurance from you, and they bring that negative energy towards you. Or even, it could be with family, it could be with friends, it could be in the business world, it could be in the workplace, it could be in many different areas. People do that to you. Instead of genuinely caring about the person, they're asking questions, being nosy about other things, instead of the person asking and caring about how you are, how you doing in life. Do you need anything? Holler at me if you do. They ask all these other questions because they need the reassurance to see if they're ahead of whatever you're doing, or compare, see if you're even doing anything. Or like I said, if you don't want to get into too much of what you're doing, they feel like it's a competition, like, oh, all right, this person don't got nothing going on really, I'm ahead of them, or they bluffing, they ain't really doing nothing. So, and it's not only with just that. Sometimes people come to you and use you as reassurance when people are treating them like garbage, people are treating them bad, or something goes bad in their friendships or their relationships or other things. They'll come to that person with the good energy, that person with the wits, that person with the good mind, and that has a good soul and a good head on their shoulders, and that will treat them with the proper respect and give them great insight, or be able to just talk to them and relate, because everybody need great conversation. So they will come to those people for reassurance and get all those things and feel confident about themselves, feel sure about themselves again, and they disappear after that. And you will never hear from them again sometimes until they need that reassurance again. And that's a quality, like I said, I dislike about people, because that person that they're going to do that to, they wouldn't do that to them. They wouldn't use them for that. They'll hit them up or want to be around them regardless of if they're in a bad mood or not. You know, it's not just things is going bad, I need to go to this person to reassure me, and then once I get that, all right, peace out, and then they go missing, and then probably go back around these people, and then when those people do the same thing again, that's when they come and need the reassurance again from this person. And when I was younger, I didn't understand when people would say, I don't really like humans, I relate more to animals. Animals won't hurt you. Animals will be loyal to you. And I used to think people was crazy, like, what? Like, what are you talking about? But the older I get, the more I understand why people say they relate to animals more. The older I get, the more I understand why people say they don't like humans really like that anymore. And I see it because people do a lot of these things, what I'm talking about with this reassurance thing, when it comes to many different things. And it's like people would do it because they want to be judgmental, they want to be nosy, they want to use up your energy, they want to use you for something to make themselves feel better again. They're using it as something, a competition thing to see where you at, to make sure they're ahead or doing what they need to do. Or even gossip to tell people, oh, he ain't got nothing going on, he's still doing this, that, and the third. And a lot of it is why I understand why people say they don't like humans, because they use that to be judgmental, not genuine. A lot of times they're comparing a lot of materialistic things, like, oh, this person still lives here, or this person didn't accomplish this yet, or this person doesn't have this materialistic thing, or they don't have a car yet, or I have this over them, or they don't have a house yet, or they don't have a kid yet, I do. Like, all these questions people ask you, like, do you have a kid yet? Do you have this, that? Do you have whatever it is? And a lot of it is not coming from a genuine place. It's coming from that reassurance thing of something that's inside themselves, and they have to see what you're doing, or ask what you're doing, or judge you off those things. And that's why I understand why people say they don't like humans, because of these things like that. And I don't think that's fair that people do that to people. I don't think that's cool that people do that to people. Because none of those things matter. All those extra things that they're asking. Worry about the person. Make sure the person is good. Make sure they're good in life. Actually care and see if they need anything. All the other questions, what you got going on? Or what is that? Or how you plan on doing that? Or what's this, that? Like, all that other stuff is just fluff. Unless you're trying to help that person with something. That's different. Oh, you need any assistance? That's different. But people not doing that. A lot of time they doing it for reassurance of their own self, or what they doing, to see what you doing, or to just be like, oh, he ain't doing nothing, I'm doing something more than them now. Like, I see why people say they dislike humans when it comes to those things. And that's the reassurance part. So when we get to the insurance part, just like you have with cars and something happened with your phone, or even with your life, you got life insurance. Let's compare that to the car insurance. People will use you too, like your insurance. So say if we're gonna use their life as a car. Say if they, crash the whip, which would be their life, and something happens where they do something crazy in life, and they now need you always as that protection, always as that backup to back them up, to fix them up. When they wreck the car, when they wreck their life, when they do something crazy, they're going to come to you for the insurance. They're going to always think of you for the insurance. But no other time will they think of you other than that until something goes left and they need you for that insurance to fix them up. Basically, use you as a band-aid every time. And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being there for people or being that helping hand when it's genuine, and when they also reciprocate it back to you as well when you need that too. But when it's you only hear from them when they only need that insurance, they need that band-aid, that's when it becomes obvious what the relationship dynamic is only about. That's when it becomes very obvious of what they only need. And like I said, it's very unfortunate and very unfair that people do this to each other and do this to other people that are genuine, that actually are there for them, are nice, and are that treat people equally. And these people know that. That's why they come to these people for those things, the reassurance, the insurance, when things go bad, or when they need to compare themselves to something to make themselves feel better about something they feel that they're not as confident about, or where they're at yet, or what they're doing. So I understand why people are so distant from each other. And believe me, sometimes I try. I'm not gonna say I'm not a friendly person, but I'm not a person that's like trying to make friends all day. But I try to be open and try to get together with people and stuff. But sometimes I see this with people where they do these things, and it makes me be like, see, this is why I'm standoffish. This is why I be to myself. And I understand as I get older why people do these things. And when I say do these things, I mean as far as just being to themselves or feeling like they could trust an animal more than a human. That never made sense to me when I was younger. But as I got older and as I keep getting older, I see exactly why. And it's crazy that it's like that. So, like I said, I'm not going to make this video too long. But I just wanted to get straight to the topic about those things, about people will use you for reassurance and insurance. And, I feel like people got to really check themselves when they're doing that, because it's not fair to that person that they're trying to do that to, especially when that person is being there for them and being genuine and treating them as an equal. So, that's the topic for today. I hope everything's good with y'all. We definitely gonna keep rocking out. And get back to my messages because I kind of been slacking off a little bit, but I don't like to put messages out if I don't have anything that's good content. So, keep going. Like I said, we gotta get to wherever we going, whether we crawl, run, sprint. We gotta get there somehow. So, peace, blessings, much love, much respect. Stay safe, stay optimistic. Stay focused on the goals, and to the next topic. Peace.
Break it down. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Break it down, roll it, light it, spark it, ignite it, but don't fight it. Now I lay low on weekends, diving off the deep end. I don't have no friends, I can't lie or pretend. Late nights I'm wishing, feel